Welcome back. A community in Jacmel is frustrated and at wit's end with the conditions of the road which they are forced to traverse on daily. Residents complain that they have no choice but to walk up the pothole-filled hill, come rain or shine, able-bodied or not. Motorists also complain that their vehicles are facing serious damage. They are appealing to the powers that be to fix the problem quickly. I am standing in one of the many craters along the Blackstone Road in the Jacmel community, highlighting one of the issues which residents say has existed for many years. Whilst navigating our way around the potholes trying to get out of the community, we met up with one resident who aired her views on the matter.
Because of the condition of the roads, the buses do not come up that way. If you have something carrying, they might drop you off by the church. That's as far as they go. And well, that's usual for us. Before they would ask us to pay like an extra amount to come up there, but now they don't because of and I can understand with them. I can understand with the bus drivers and everything. But
your district rep, do you have any words?
Oh, he's aware of the situation. He is aware of the situation. I would like for him to come and do something for the residents of Blackstone. Get something done for us.
She lamented the fact that this is especially problematic for certain groups of people.
It's really hard, especially if you have something carrying. If you have a baby, the elderly, then the road is a problem.
Right. So how long has it been in this condition?
Years now. For years we've had that problem. Even when it's motorable, the bus drivers still do not come up here.
Right.
They would go to all the other communities, and as long as somebody says Blackstone, then they won't come up.
Okay. We also caught up with resident Andrew Brown as he tried to dodge his way around the potholes trying to get out of the community. He said this is not good enough.
It's so totally bad because I do know house about there, and each time I have to carry stuff in my truck is trouble.
Right.
So it's time for something to happen.
The residents of the community are calling on their district representative to fix the problem as quickly as possible. Reporting for Hot 7 News, I'm Rochelle Gonzalez. The Department of Transport will increase its efforts to sensitize young people about road safety. With a promise to review road safety legislation and increase police efficiency in dealing with traffic issues, transport officers underscored the importance of using new avenues for youth engagement.
The Drive Safe PSA campaign is a year-long program which will see the motoring public sensitized about the importance of road safety. Transport Officer in the Department of Transport, Skeeter Gibbs, speaking at the launch of the video aspect of the campaign, said that the choice of using various media platforms during the sensitization program is intended to directly target young persons between 16 and 25, who have been identified as the most at risk for poor road safety practices.
Reducing fatalities on St. Lucia's roads remains one of our biggest challenges. The fatality rate on roads has almost doubled in the last decade. In 2018, a total of 26 road fatalities were recorded. The youth of St. Lucia have been disproportionately affected. On average, over 60% of the lives lost on our roads are persons under the age of 25. Road safety is a shared responsibility. The government and people of St. Lucia must work together to reduce the number of fatalities on our roads.
According to the World Health Organization, by the year 2020, road traffic accidents will be the fifth leading cause of death around the world. Speeding remains the number one cause for many fatal crashes on island, an issue which Transport Officer Nisa Paul Alexander says that the government needs to address urgently. Alexander says that the long-awaited introduction of speed guns and corresponding legislation will be reviewed.
Review the introduction of speed guns and breathalyzers to complement other road safety features to improve driver behavior. This we know has been an area of conversation for a very long time, and we believe the time is now for the government of St. Lucia to give serious thought to the introduction of speed guns and breathalyzers on our roads, as we know it will contribute significantly to reducing the number of road fatalities and also the number of serious injuries that can come about as a result of a road traffic accident.
Alexander says that following expansion on the early 2019 Island Road Safety Assessment Project, the government will continue to bolster road safety initiatives with the launch of its comprehensive road safety program in 2020. For Hot 7 News, I am Jacques Wooding.
World Children's Day is celebrated on the 20th of November each year to promote international togetherness and awareness among children while improving children's welfare. Since 1990, World Children's Day marks the anniversary date of the UN General Assembly's adopted Declaration on the Convention on the Rights of the Child. Chief Education Officer Fiona Myers says that as the world observes the 30th anniversary of the Convention on the Rights of the Child, the Ministry of Education encourages schools to award efforts of students.
As a Ministry of Education, we are pleased to recognize International Children's Day coming up this week on Wednesday. We have encouraged all of the schools, all of our educational institutions to applaud children. And we look specifically at the rights of a child, speaking to the issues of ensuring that our children have a voice, that they're part and parcel of what quality education entails in St. Lucia, that they live and are in a safe environment, reference our educational institutions, that we continue to look at their well-being, the importance of play, importance of leisure. All of those issues contribute to the fact that our children are very important in the education system.
Maya says that all members of society should get involved in this important observation, as each person can play an important role in ensuring the relevance of World Children's Day.
So on behalf of the Ministry of Education, it is our pleasure to encourage everyone to look out for children, in particular this Wednesday, and not only focus on their well-being on that day, but to ensure that as a society we recognize that we have a big responsibility to protect our children, to nurture them, to keep them safe, and to ensure that they have a voice in terms of the development of our country. So we look forward to lots of activities that recognize them, and we wish them all the best for International Children's Day.
World Children's Day offers everyone an inspirational entry point to advocate, promote, and celebrate children's rights, translating into dialogues and actions that will build a better world for future generations. On Tuesday, the 12th of November, during the termly meeting of the National Principals Association, Chairman of the Elections Committee, Julian Monrose, swore in the new executive of the association at the Archbishop Kelvin Felix Pastoral Center in Marisol Rosalie. The new executive members of the National Principals Association hail from 8 schools on the island and are as follows. The president is Valerie St. Helen Henry. She is the principal of the Ave Maria Girls Primary School. The vice president of the association is Beverly Diodon, the principal of the Camille Henry Memorial School. The secretary is Sonjane Marcel Etienne, principal of the Richford Combined School. Those are members of the executive of the National Principals Association. In order to ensure the sustainable management of natural resources, countries in the region have been instructed by the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations, FAO, to collect detailed information on how their forests are used. Assistant Chief Forestry Officer in the Forestry Department, Rebecca Rock, says that as research is conducted to fuel the report, the St. Lucian team continues to integrate more technology into research methods. Currently, the Forestry Department is using Collect Earth software to conduct a greenhouse inventory of St. Lucia's forestry sector. The software uses Google and Bing archives, offering free access to an unparalleled amount of information on current and past land dynamics from any location in the world.
We're looking at land uses over a time period from 2000 to 2019, and we're trying to track the changes that have taken place in St. Lucia for that period of time. We're still doing the basic work of collecting the data, which is very intensive because remember we're going back. We're looking at from 2000 to 2019, and the people who are doing the work are also being trained as they're doing the work. So it's a lot of effort from everyone.
The St. Lucia team is receiving assistance from experts from various South American countries, including Greenhouse Gas Inventory Officer from the Coalition for Rainforest Countries, Milena Nino.
So that's what we're working on.
Okay,
yeah.
so far, what have the findings been?
Well, we haven't analyzed the findings. We're still doing the basic work of collecting the data, which is very intensive because remember we're going back. We're looking at from 2000 to 2019, and the people who are doing the work are also being trained as they're doing the work. So it's a lot of effort from everyone.
St. Lucia's Greenhouse Gas Inventory Report will be submitted to the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change. This is the Hot 7 TV Nightly News. Stay with us. Sports and the weather are coming up after the break.